So setup tours are among the most intriguing and interesting tech-related videos on YouTube. Sometimes they're called studio tours, or tour of a geek setup, or room, or workspace, or workstation. There's even a subreddit that calls them battle stations. Whatever you want to call it, it has a whole lot of popularity on YouTube. Last week, there was a call for mini setup tours, and dozens of you submitted videos of your own setups to be showcased here. So welcome to the Setup Tour Project 2012. We'll start with people who use their laptop and nothing else as their main machine.
Hey guys, what's up? Josiah's Tech here, and this is my desk. Now, as you can see, it's pretty small, but I like it. All my gadgets are right next to me and close and easily accessible within my reach. And that's just a benefit I like from my desk.
I would like to share with you some things about my setup. This is my Sony Vaio laptop, and it is resting on an M-Design Rain stand. I'm using a Apple wired keyboard with a numeric keypad connected to it.
What's up everybody, Styles here, and this is a mini tour of my setup. It's pretty simple, as you can see, laptop over there on top of a box. And what's pretty special about my setup is that I actually have another desk right behind me for studies and all of that.
What's going on, guys? My name's Tomas. I'm doing this video in response to MKBHD's request for room setups. I hope you enjoy. I've done everything through text because I tried to keep it down to its time constraints. Thanks for watching and peace.
This is my super quick setup tour of my workspace. Over to the left I've got my laptop, I've got a clock which turns into a energy meter, I've got my tablet which is useful for things like homework where I enter into Evernote, I've got my timetables, quite a lot of my books, and I've got this little paperweight that says practice makes perfect.
What is up, guys? This is my setup right here. Phone, tablet, iPod, laptop.
Next, on to the people who have a lot of pixels, whether that's 2 displays or 3 or more.
As you can see, there's an iMac here. It's 27-inch quad-core i7 with 8 gigs of RAM, the mid-2010 model. Connected to that is my secondary display, which is the Fujitsu Milo XL3220T. It's a really good gaming monitor as well as a secondary display.
Currently, I use a dual monitor setup. This is my 13-inch MacBook Pro that I use for school. And these are my Android powered devices, Nexus 7, P1000, and the white version of the Galaxy Nexus. I use PC350 Sennheisers for headsets, and a Black Widow for a keyboard, and a Razer Mamba for mice.
What's up, guys? Just old JTech out here. Today I've got a quick desk setup tour. First off, it's my MacBook Pro 13-inch early 2011, a 24-inch Acer S243HL LED monitor, a 21.5-inch Asus monitor, an Apple MacBook Air 11-inch late 2010, an iPhone 4, a Blue Yeti stereo microphone, a PlayStation 3, and also an Xbox 360 Slim. Below you can see is my HP printer, an Asus wireless access point, and also a Linksys Gigabit Ethernet switch.
What's up, guys? This is my little workstation. The thing that stands out the most would probably be my custom-built PC with my dual monitors. I'm not going to go into the specs because I obviously don't have time. Another thing would probably be my MacBook Pro, which I can hook up to both of my monitors.
Hi guys, Dane out here doing a little office tour. You walk through the doors of my office and you come in to the right, and we got a printer and some headphones and a guitar amp and a custom desk that my father built for me. On the floor is a Mac Pro that I use as a backup machine. In the center is an iMac. To the right of that is a MacBook Pro, and to the left of the iMac is another monitor that's hooked up to the iMac. A couple of magic mouses, a magic trackpad, and that's it. Thanks, guys.
So this is my submission. I hope I make it. One thing I really like about my setup is when I'm editing, you can see I have my TV mounted on the wall so I could watch TV while I'm editing and stuff. My setup's really nice. I have an iMac, MacBook Pro, and a monitor, as you can see. There's the microphone I'm using right now, the Blue Snowball.
This is Technologetic's desk setup. While it's hard to fit everything within 20 seconds, everything is powered by a custom-built PC. This includes the three 23-inch monitors, which are all running screensavers from ReallySlick.com, and on the back they have IKEA LED diodes, which allows me to change the colour. There's an iPad 2 and a Dell XPS M1330.
And you can't forget the audio. Some of these guys coming up have some really interesting audio solutions.
Hey guys, my name's Andrew and this is my desk setup. I have a 15-inch Retina MacBook Pro, iPad 2, and this headphone stand I made myself. It's just stained wood and painted PVC pipe with a hole drilled into the wood so the pipe can go in. And you can just hang your headphones on there just like that. It's really nice, looks great, and it's easy to make by yourself. Thanks.
Welcome, MKBHD fans. Here's my desk. The reason I love my desk is because of how simple it is. I barely have anything on it, so it's very easy to work on it without feeling cluttered. One of the unique things about my desk is my headphone holder. It's made out of two binder clips, one with a 2-inch long handle and just a small body. It's a very easy hack to hold my really junky headphones. Anyway, I love my desk, and I hope you do too.
Hey Marquez, here's my setup tool video. So here's my M-Audio Oxygen 49 MIDI controller, my MacBook Air 13-inch, Tractor Control S2, my 27-inch iMac with a Black Widow Razer keyboard. My audio interface is a Native Instruments Complete Audio 6. Here's my ATH M50s represent. And my PS3, that's about it. Cheers man, keep up the good work.
My desk setup I have for my dorm that I moved into about 2 weeks ago. I have my two monitors separated there by my right speaker, so my speakers will be equidistant from both of my ears. And to save space on my desk, up top I have my mic and camera, and down below I have my sub as well as my tower and DAC.
Hey friends, this is a mini tour of my music production setup. Alright, so first I've got two bed sheets on the wall to reduce audio reflections. I've got my monitors on stands behind the desk to save space and improve sound. My computer screen is on a shelf to save even more desk space. I have extra desk space to the left and right of me for my mixing console and an extra keyboard. And then my master keyboard, my computer keyboard and pad controller right in front of me.
The rest of these submissions are notable setups that you can probably take something from and using your own.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's Nick here, and welcome to the Setup Project. So here is my setup. Now I like to keep my desk kind of clean and free of clutter, so the only things I have on it are my computer, my headphones, and my microphone. And then behind me I have my bed with probably the ugliest comforter you've ever seen. And this is where I just like to throw papers whenever I'm working on like school projects and stuff. And then I like to keep my laptop back here whenever I need that. And what setup would be complete without having some kick-ass decorations? So I have my Daft Punk and Deadmau5 posters. So thank you for watching and goodbye.
What's going on everyone, it's your average consumer, and although this is a bit of a smaller desk, what I think is special about it is that everything is within reach for me, and I feel it really gives a boost in productivity. I can have my work, tools, and my games all in one area. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick tour of my workspace.
This is my setup tour. Definitely what makes it special is that I have basically a device from every platform and OS. So from left to right we have a MacBook Pro with Retina display, 3rd generation iPad, Motorola Zoom, Windows Phone, 4th generation iPod Touch, 22-inch IPS monitor, Galaxy Nexus, HP Envy, Nexus 7, and for when work it gets to be too much, there's the PS3 and 360.
Hey guys, what you're probably noticing right now is that I don't have any sort of computer or laptop. That is because my iPad and Bluetooth keyboard is kind of like my computer, and it pretty much handles all the things I want to do on it pretty well. For example, video editing on Pinnacle Studio and photo editing on Photoshop Touch. So that's my desk. Thanks guys.
Well guys, this is my setup, but I really want to show you guys this great highlight here. I got a bunch of devices playing this video. Might want to check it out. Yeah, it's pretty cool, so I don't know, I guess I'll have a link in the description to it. But yeah, this is my video response to Marquez's Setup Tour Project 2012.
I kind of got this idea from my boy JG and Root. Got the Transformer Prime HP touchpad, 23-inch monitor for editing videos with Adobe Premiere, a ASUS G74SX laptop, and several devices playing one video at the same time.
Alright, what's up guys, this is MKBHD, and this is the last part of the Setup Tour Project 2012, in which I'll give you a tour of my current setup. So I'm recording with the Canon T2i here, so the focusing is going to be manual, so some stuff might be out of focus temporarily, but I'll give you a good look at just about everything that I use here daily. And like I said, my desk doesn't really stay the same for too long, but my setup is pretty consistent usually. And one thing you notice is a lot of stuff is really neat. That's just because I tend to be a neat person. But I'm going to start all the way here on the left because a lot of setup tours do start here on the left. And I'm not going to give a mini review per se of everything in this setup, but I will definitely give you guys names. So if you want to look up things that are in this setup or that you see, just type the name that I say into the YouTube search box and you'll be able to find this stuff and see if I've already done a video about it. So right off the bat, all the way on the left here is a disc. This is not something you'll find a video on, but this is the design for the school that I play for right now, that I'm on their Ultimate Frisbee team. So that's the disc, and right here all the way on the left are these two storage bins, and these is the place that I keep things that I don't necessarily need, you know, up here or on the desk all the time. So in here, you know, is printer paper for my printer right here. I have the, you know, extra keyboards, storage. Every geek has a cable collection. I have cables right in that side part there, you know. Extra things that I don't necessarily need all the time, and you can also put stuff on top of that. And on the left here, that's also my internet. Sweet. So moving along, this is kind of like the main centerpiece. This is the desk. It's a Vika Alex, and I did build this myself. You know, had to drill the holes for cable management, which is below the desk, which is why you don't really see a whole lot of cables, especially when you're sitting down. And you got these legs that attach to it here, and the drawer system all the way on the left. And I guess I'll start up here with the router. And this is my internet, basically, my internet hub, which is nice that it's right next to where I sit when I'm at my desk. So if anything goes wrong, I can just look at the lights. But this is the router. This is the ASUS N66U. It's nicknamed the Dark Knight router, and it was rated, I got it because it was rated basically the best router out there. So when I was looking up a router to get for the apartment, I decided on that one. And there's my modem, and my ISP gets me about 60 down, 20 up. So that's what I'm getting. This, on this left surface here, is my tablet. Say hi. This is the ASUS Transformer Pad Infinity, the TFC 700 1920 by 1200 display. Have done a review on that. It is awesome. And I use this basically for consuming media, so I watch a lot of videos on it. YouTube videos when I'm in other rooms in the apartment, stuff like that, and a lot of reading emails because the Gmail client is sweet. So that is the tablet here, and I guess I'll go down because down here are these drawers, and these are school drawers, so I have some organizers in here, and I keep a lot of stuff in here neat, but I have pens, I have microfiber, I have a cable to connect the camera, some flash drives, some pencils, no just kidding, I don't use pencils, tape measures and paper clips. Basically the top two drawers here are going to be organized stuff, and then below that I have notebooks and paper, and my textbooks are behind me in a bookshelf. So yeah, and I guess we'll start moving further to the right here, and by the way, this guy is hooked up via Ethernet to my desktop, but we'll get to that in a second. So this is the Ultrabook that I happen to use. This is the ASUS ZenBook Prime UX32 VD. It has a backlit keyboard, which is pretty awesome, and a full aluminum body, so the construction is really solid. But this is my favorite. I take notes on this machine when I bring it to class. This is the only thing I've taken notes on so far. It is just that nice. It's really lightweight, performs well, better than I really need it to. Has a really nice keyboard, and the trackpad's big. I like it. This is my favorite. So you can check out my review on that. But when this laptop isn't here, this is where I put my notebooks to do homework. So that's the homework section. I just have notes there though. Right up here is the Blue Spark microphone. This is what I've been using for more than like the past year, but it's the microphone that I use to record my videos with, and when I want to bring it out and do a Google Plus hangout or a live show or something like that, I just pull it out. It's a long enough cable, I can put it anywhere on my desk, but put it right here on top of this lamp. And that's the neat thing. This is it's a lamp. It's an LED light. Provides sort of this ambient backlighting, so it's kind of shining up on the wall. It gives it a little halo effect, but it also spreads light around the room. So there is also 2 buttons on here to raise or lower the levels, but I do like this lamp a lot. It's one of my favorite pieces of, I guess, furniture, maybe? I don't know. Then there's the studio monitors. A lot of people like their sound. We went over those sound setups a little bit earlier in this video, but these are iKey Audio M505V2 studio monitors. They are amazing sounding. I'm almost hesitant to try anything else because I'm afraid I won't like the way they sound compared to these. These just sound so good. Right here we have a 5-inch woofer and a 1-inch tweeter. Excellent sound for the price. Amazing sound for the size, the compact size of these cabinets. And they're sitting on these foam isolation pads from Editor's Keys. I have not reviewed those, but they are really helpful, useful because they reduce any sort of vibration on the desk. In fact, there's 0 vibration of anything. It's just pure sound, so that's a pretty neat feature. That's why I have those isolation pads, and they kind of, you might notice here when you're sitting in the middle, they both point towards your ears. I used to have them facing straight out, but I find that it's really important to have them facing you for the best quality sound, so they're kind of inverted towards me a little bit, and that's the way they're set up. And I guess we're getting to the beast here now. This is the the single monitor setup that I'm currently using. Now I've mentioned this before, but my setup rarely stays the same. I'm considering a second monitor actually for my setup, but probably a second 30-inch monitor. But this here is a Dell UltraSharp 3007 FP. It's a 2560 by 1600 monitor, and with a Logitech C910 webcam up top. This is easily my favorite monitor I've ever used. I love the 1600 vertical pixels, and it's connected to the boss down here, and that is the Mac Pro. Now, I guess I'll do this first. This is the desktop, which you guys have probably guessed about by now. I've moved past the Mac Mini. I'm aware that there's a new Mac Pro coming out soon, but this will hold me over. This is the 2012 3.33 GHz 6-core Mac Pro. And basically the only things I bought from Apple were the Mac itself and the upgraded 5870 graphics card. Everything else, I bought an SSD, a 512 gig SSD now, for myself, and also 16 gigs of RAM. I did not buy those things from Apple, I bought them from third parties. So that's kind of running the show right now, and that's a Blue Lounge cable box, which keeps the cables tidy. So I don't have to look at some crazy cable mess. There's outlets in there and everything like that. So then there's the way you control your computer, and usually my phone is either on my desk or in my pocket. When I sit down, I just kind of put it on my desk. And that's the Samsung Galaxy S3, and it's running CyanogenMod 10 on it. It's getting a full day of battery, really. I haven't had any battery issues as long as I've had this ROM, so really impressive ROM. And then I'm using the Apple keyboard and trackpad, and the Cyborg Rat9 mouse. Now, a lot of people would say this is a little bit of a weird setup, but I really only have the trackpad there for mission control. So I have 3 different spaces open, pretty much always for the same purposes, and that's what I use the trackpad for. I like the chiclet style keyboard, matches the monitor. You can see the aluminum going on. I like it. Anyway, I can't really recommend the Cyborg Rat9 for everyone. It is a great mouse for me, and I like the wireless version because it's so far from the desktop. But I gotta say, the battery life, this is not a joke, and this is not a defect. It lasts 1 day on battery, okay? So all of the batteries, there's this one battery in the mouse, and there's one battery up here. This is the charger. It's green for go, like it's on. And you can see when I move it, the thing blinks. But basically, the battery dies just about at the end of every day. So at the beginning of a new day, you take the new battery out, put it in, take the old battery out, put it in to charge, and yeah, you last about 1 day on battery with this guy. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and show you, that's a controller setup. It's also a little bit of a mouse pad here. There's the other right-hand studio monitor from iKey Audio. And right here is the 2 laptop chargers for different laptops I use. One of them is sitting right there, and the other one is in my closet. It's a fatty, but that's my the school provided laptop, which isn't the best, which is why I got that. And then there's Breakfast of Champions. Just give that a second there. Yeah, there it is, the Breakfast of Champions. Here's the Nexus 7, one of my favorite tablets out there, but I don't use it all that often because I use the Pad Infinity a lot, and this is just kind of for having a Nexus. I mean, I like the fact that this Infinity runs stock Android, but this guy right here is pretty solid. I think it's off right now, actually. Yeah, it's running stock Android, and I just use it for the apps. A lot of the apps experience is really nice, but 7-inch form factor is cool. But that's basically everything. Under here you can see Andy just kind of chilling with the Cyborg charger thing, and if you want to look at what it's in my dock, there you go. That's what's open right now anyway. And there it is. That's my wallpaper. I have a wallpapers album in Google+, so if you want to check that out, my Google+ link is always in the description of my videos, so I have a wallpaper album up there. And that's basically it. So if you have any questions, obviously feel free to post them down below. We can discuss this. We can discuss why I haven't gotten a freaking second monitor for this yet. Which second monitor I should get. Should I get another one of these? Probably will end up getting another one of these to have them identical. But yeah, that's basically it for my current setup. So if you like this sort of a setup tour project idea, definitely be sure to leave a thumbs up on this video. And if this is a good enough project for you guys, I will probably be doing this sort of project idea every year, though it takes a long time to compile and download all of these videos to give you guys all your shout outs. But there you go. This has been the MKBHD Setup Tour Project 2012. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.